Welcome to today's episode of AJY, short for AJ's Yugioh. If none of you knew that, I know. I just burst the secret on that one, right? Okay, we got a Lyrilusc deck profile we're going to get to in like 1 second. I got a little bit of mail that showed up today. Got 2 OTS packs from last night. So we'll put this right there. We're going to start out with this stuff. And my knife is across the room, so let's see if we can do this with no knife. Okay, it's possible. It's definitely possible. And poof, small world. Alright, good. I don't even need it for that. Should be 3 of them in here. Bam, bam, bam. The small worlds have arrived. Probably, I pulled one of these in the last video, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this one, and then these 2 are going to end up getting traded, because I don't think I'm going to want to play 3. I don't know, maybe I should just keep 3 just in case, you never know. You know how it is, but definitely one of them is going away. I already know who it'll go to. Just because the way that I see this card is to I almost see it as like an unbrick more than anything. I'm sure there'll be a deck that will make this work better, but for right now, if I were gonna play it in my Lyrilusc, it would be an unbrick. I would play 2 just so that if I pull barrier statue or some crap like that, I can just whisk it away for a card that I actually need. But yeah. 3 small world. Cool. I'm happy they finally showed up. Ooh, my insect kaijus are here. I grabbed a couple of these because I'm trying to build bee troopers. So that's cool. And I'm a fan of kaijus. So what are you gonna do? More insect stuff. Goki Pole. This card sent to the graveyard, you can add a level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if you added a normal monster, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy a monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to that special summoned monsters. Pretty good. Plus, it's, you don't have to destroy anything. You can, but you don't have to, so that's good. What do we got here? 1 Cyber's Synchron. This is probably for my Synchron deck. I'm trying to build the Synchro stuff that came out, what was it, Lightning Overdrive or something like that. A whole bunch of Synchro stuff came out of, and we got most of it, so that is another one I'm building. You always got to be building something, right? Oh, come on now. They really did a number with this one. I don't want to bend the card. The cards. Jesus Christ. Is some people's Lord and Savior. Alright, so we got a playset of this. This is another one. I think you only run 1 of this, and I already had one. But that's what I get for not paying attention. It was a really cheap card anyway. But, yep, got some more of these for our Synchro Stardust support stuff. Alright, so that's mail. Ta-da! All done. Let's go ahead and go into this deck here. Alright, so starting out with the main deck. Now, I've been running this deck for a while, and I know I keep saying this over and over again, but yeah, I am going to go to the YCS in Vegas in February, and I don't know what I'm taking with me. So at the moment, I'm just trying to get really good at the new rulings that are going to be set in place in January, and trying to master a couple different decks just in case, depending on what I take. So this one's a huge one that I've been trying to get really good at. Although I have loaded this thing with a lot more birds because I have been seeing too many Tribrigade, and I lean more into the birds than I do the Tribrigade. Tribrigade is just it's there, but I need birds. So we run 3 of the Warbler. When you control no monsters, you can special summon this and another and then you can special summon another Lyrilusc from either your graveyard or your hand, right? But you can also get this to special summon other ways, and as long as you specialed it from your hand, it activates. You can special summon from a graveyard or hand. So this one is really, really good. You really want to see that in your opening hand. Next is the red one. When this one gets specialed, you can search another Lyrilusc monster. Actually, it doesn't have to be Lyrilusc. You just get to search a level 1 winged beast monster. Again, if you make an XC monster with this, your opponent cannot target that XC monster with card effects. So that's a secondary part that also you have to pay attention to. Next we play 3 Barrel Canary. This one you can target a monster, if this is in your hand, target a monster in the graveyard, and then special the one from the graveyard. So you can special this red one, it hits the field, will special summoned, so boom, you get to search for a level 1 winged beast. So that's pretty good. This one gives your XC monster 200 attack. Next we run 2 of the Wagtail. When this one's special summoned, it gives you a chance to look for a Lyrilusc spell or trap in your deck. And if this one is in your graveyard, you can target one of your Lyrilusc XE monsters and attach it as material. We run 2 of the blue. Then this one is special. Well, this one, if it's in your hand and you control a winged beast monster, then you can special summon this and one level 1 winged beast from your hand. But you have to have another level 1 winged beast in order to activate this. You can't special summon this by itself. You have to have another target. Whether it's one of these or an extender, blah, blah, blah. It's got to be another level 1 winged beast in your hand. This one's kind of nice because if you put this one, let's say this is in the graveyard. I can target with barrel, bring this one out, go into an XE monster. This one's effect is you can target another Lyrilusc in your graveyard and attach it as material. So you could attach the red or the yellow here, or the green, I guess. Attach that one of these, and then this one's in your graveyard. You can attach this. You end up with like a 4 material if you just made it with 2. If you had more of these on field, let's say you can make it 5 or 6. That's damn near an OTK if you want to make the right monster in the extra deck. It's pretty crazy how these work. That's it for the Lyrilusc lineup now. We got 3 Fractal. It's Fractal. You pitch it, and then you can pitch more Tribrigade, or actually it doesn't even have to be a Tribrigade, a winged beast, a beast, or a beast warrior. If you pitch this from your hand, you can send another one. Or you can normal summon this and then use its effect to banish from graveyard and link summon. We got 3 Nerval, because Nerval is a winged beast level 1, which goes along with all these. Same thing, this one can also banish from graveyard to link summon. Also, if you pitch this, you can add a Tribrigade monster from your deck to your hand. Well, not pitch. If this one gets sent to the graveyard from anywhere, as long as it hits the graveyard, poof, you're getting a search. 1 Karis is a special. If you pitch a beast warrior or winged beast monster, you can special summon this. Same thing, it's Tribrigade. You can link summon with it by banishing monsters. Kit, same thing. You can banish monsters and link summon. Sound like a broken record, but they all do the same thing when they're on the field. However, if Kit is sent to the graveyard, you can send a Tribrigade card. So I do run a Tribrigade Rendezvous, which is a spell card. I like to send that one if I can off Kit. Like if I pull Fractal, I'll pitch Fractal to pitch Nerval to add Kit, so I can normal summon Kit or special it with a different way, and then get this sent out before the end of the turn, so Rendezvous in graveyard. Now, this is kind of like my starting lineup here. Like any of these right here, I'm cool with seeing, hopefully these ones, more the birds, and like one of these and birds I'm good with. Now for the extenders, I play 1 Slower Swallow. If you control 2 or more of the same level on the field, you can special summon this guy. Also, if you want, you can tribute this card to draw 2 cards instead of 1 on your next draw phase on the following turn. to be honest, you would think that like you're just using it to extend, but I'll be honest, I a lot of the time special summon this just to tribute it to get 2 pulls for the next turn, because like I get so far in this deck, I don't even care. Like, I don't need this to be on the field for any reason. I don't need the XC, and no, I'm already so far that I can just get an extra draw on my next turn, which is crazy to think about. Like, you'd think you're extending, you would want, to extend. Instead, I'm just getting an extra draw because I'm so far ahead. Crazy. Another one, this would be a normal summon, target a level 1 in the graveyard and special summon it. I hope to not see this too much, to be honest, because my normal summon, really at the point of normal summoning, I'm almost hoping to normal summon a Tribrigade, but there are instances where this one definitely saves the day. Jester Confit, it's a free special for no reason. Doesn't matter. Just says you can special summon this in attack position. Ta-da! Like, it's crazy. DD Crow, more of a hand trap, but also more of an extender because it is a winged beast, and sometimes, hey, it might be the only card in your hand, and you just got to get it on the field with one of these other ones that you can start playing. And finally, oh my god, man, Battle Fader. I swear to God, this card has saved me a couple times, and it's crazy to think about. I've had this in my hand before where all I had was, I think it was this one and the red or yellow. I think it was the red, because the next turn I think I pulled yellow and then I pulled the red back out and got my search and everything. But that's all I had. So I put red on field with a Harpy's Featherstorm, which is I run 3 of in here. See, got my traps back there. And then I had this in hand. So in the beginning of the turn, I shotgunned Harpy's Featherstorm so they couldn't activate monster effects. And then they still ended up getting a monster or 2 on board, I forget. I think it was 2. So they got rid of this, they went to attack again. I Battle Fadered. Next turn, pulled Barrel, popped off, won that game. Battle Fader, my god. Great tech choice for this deck. I don't, if they can get through your board and they think they're going to cause damage, you Battle Fader them. That's the extenders and the starters and everything else right there, right? Now the cards you really don't want to draw, these 2, right? These are what you're going to go into off of Simorg. Mist Valley, incredible. Barrier Statue, ridiculous. Unless you pull up on a mirror match or somebody else like Flunderies or whatever that's playing, then you can side this out real quick because you don't need Barrier Statue then. But otherwise, that first game, it just shocks and awes real quick. So if you take Barrier out, you can take the Rendezvous out real quick too. But yeah, those ones, I run them both at the same time because too good. 3 Bird Call, because it's a search and a special summon at the same time. You can search out a Lyrilusc monster, and then whatever you added to your hand, you can't special summon that one, but you can special summon a different one. So if I have Wobbler in my hand, I can go search out the red one, and then special this, since it was special from my hand. Now I can special summon the red will give me another search, boom, you're up to the races. I run 1 Bird Sank because I get to draw cards like no other off of this, and sometimes I have had to use to combine 2 XCs into 1, just so I can, go for game. So that's happened too. We got the 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 for 1, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Rendezvous. Rendezvous, you don't really use the first part of this. If you draw it, you're going to use it, because anything that's linked to a link monster can go up 700 attack. But what you want to do is, if a linked beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster, or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. All you're going to do is if they try to pop your you know, barrier statue or anything underneath, well, yeah, your barrier, if they try to destroy your barrier statue by battle most of the time, you're just going to banish this instead to save it. And finally, we run the 3 ridiculously most broken card ever. If you control a winged beast type monster, until the end of this turn, negate any monster effects your opponent activates. Boom. So I don't care if I open one of these in this, my opponent ain't playing that turn. I will normal summon this thing, set this, pass turn, shotgun this in standby phase, and then good luck, sir. You're not going to be really doing much of anything. This card is crazy. So, like I said, if you run into something where barrier statue ain't working, you take rendezvous and barrier statue out. You can easily take sanctuary out. So those could be the 3, and then another 3 is maybe Harpy's Featherstorm. If you know you're going second for sure, then you get that's 6 spots right there to take out rapid fire for the side deck, which we'll just go through it quick. I got my 3 for back row. I got 1 so my opponent cannot activate banished or graveyard cards. They can't even activate their effects. I run the Terraforming and Mystic Mine because there's a card in here that can attack directly, and it can attack multiple times, and it could damn near win you a game. So you could just go everything into that one card, and then bam, 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 you win. Dark Ruler no more at 3, Droll at 3, and Nibiru at 3. So, you know, let's just say my opponent is drawing too much. Well then, poof, I'm putting in 3 Nibiru, 3 Droll, and we'll see what happens in game 2. Whatevs. But there you have it. So let's scoop this real quick, and then we'll go into the extra deck, which is kind of standard, but nah, I do run a little differently than some people, just because there's cards that, like, alright, so if somebody pops my Samorg super quick, I run 2 Samorg now, because I've had it to where it goes away, and Samorg is just so strong, I feel like it's necessary to hang on to, or at least get back. So I do run 2 of them, but kind of standard here, I run 2 of the Recital. This card on summon, you can, depending on how many materials, normally you're making it with 2, so you can boost something up 600. So if you can make some Morg, like you blanket your fields, you make some Morg with, like, you know, let's say one of your, if you start out real good with like a Fractal, you can pitch a bunch of cards, summon out, you know, Karis or Nerval or something like that, make some Morg, make one of these, boost some Morg to 3,000. You make your second one of these, you boost it to 3,600. Now you have a 3,600 some Morg, and you just got a search off of this and a search off of this, because it's not once per turn on either one of them. So that'll get you to where you want to go, because now you got some Morg. Now you're going to overlay these to go into Utopic Future, into Draco. It's kind of funny. People think like, oh, before they get to Draco, I'll pop Future. Well, you could try, but it literally says if it's going to be destroyed by card effects, just detach one. So I'll just take this off, and then I'll summon this. So, nice try, but no, it didn't work. And Draco, he lets you negate a monster effect, and then you can gain control of it. Look at that last 4 words right there. If that monster is on the field, gain control of it. That's a non-targeting. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Once per turn, when your opponent activates monster effect, quick effect, detach, negate. I mean, just come on now, that's incredible. This is the one that you can win the game with real easily. I think if you make this with, let's see, if you make it with 5 materials, it would be, depending on the materials, most time it'll be like 1,200. So 1,200 5 times, that's 6,000. That just means you only need to make, you know, 2,000 more. You can make this with 6 materials, and then you would be at what, 14? 14 times 6, I believe that's game already. Yeah, 14. So if you make this with 6, you win the game. But yeah, Not that hard to actually make it with 6. That's why I play that Mystic Mine in there. I've yet to do that once. I've never actually put Mystic Mine in the deck, but if I'm getting whooped that bad and I feel like this is the way to go, that, you know, the only way I'm going to beat that deck, yeah, I'm going to do it. Assam Blue, this one lets you not once per turn. You can bounce special summon monsters back to the hand. So if your opponent special summons, you know, Predaplant, no, bounce it back. Alright, now they special out, you know, Boral Sword, nah, bounce it back. Like, you just get to bounce cards. Ridiculous. I've made this thing with 5 materials before and bounced 4 cards back to the hand in 1 turn. So it was pretty nuts. Divine Arsenal, because of course it's Divine Arsenal. Then we got our Boral Sword and our Appaloosa. I really haven't made these too often in here. I would love to start learning how to bring out Appaloosa. That's just my own fault for being lazy, I guess, not learning how to bring this out and doing the other stuff I want to do. We got our Barren Blossom and our Omen. I don't do the combo where you can run 2 Omen. You could easily take out one some more and put another Omen in, and then you can do that Omen search combo thing. I don't do it, but it's definitely favored by a lot of people. Let's see, what else is there? I think, well, clearly you get a banish off of it, and it's a 3,000 monster, and it's strong as crap. So I mean, what are you gonna do? You definitely want to go into this. Samorg, like I said, I run it at 2 because even if it gets rid of the first one, there's times when I have 1 Tribrigade on field, and I could push for game if I could just go into something else, but I don't have a wind monster to bring out besides, you know, this one, and it's only 11, so why not bring out the second Samorg and just push for the game? Because it had to be a wind monster. I might be under Barrier Statue. Then we do run the 1 Oath, because that's a great negate right there. Or actually, does it negate or bounce? You can add quick effect. You can send 1 card from your hand or field, then target a card and return it to the hand. So it's just a bounce, not a negate, but I think of it as a negate because whenever the card hits the field, whatever it is, before it can activate its effect, I'm gonna bounce it. Like, once again, Predaplant or something, poof, no thanks. And then finally a Link Karibo, rounding out everything in the extra deck. To be honest, like, my favorite one is this one in Samorg. Like, if I can get into a Samorg and this thing in my turn, I am very happy, because this will be in defense, because it can't be destroyed by a battle or card effect, and my Samorg can't be targeted and will be mad protected. Plus, I'm probably going to bring out Barrier Statue or Apex Avian, so I got a negate and steal, Apex would steal, or Barrier Statue would prevent, and then, God forbid, I have a Harpy's Featherstorm. You really ain't getting nowhere. So, yeah, I love this deck. I really do. Been playing it a lot lately. Now, we're gonna open these 2. Also, if you guys are playing this deck as well, I wouldn't mind hearing down in some comments. What do you got going on with it? Is there any tech choices that you're playing that are just nobody's playing and you don't know why? Because, hey, I'm listening. I would love to hear what you got going on. Okay. We'll do this. There we go. Divine Arsenal, Sound Blue, this one, that one, this one, this one, that one. Alright, in order. It's my OCD. I like it in order. Alright, let's open these and then we'll get out of here. So, come on, Yugi. In the name of Yugi, Kaba, Heart of the Cards, bless our pulls, amen. And if you're not playing Lyrilusc, do you like playing against it? What are you playing? What are you playing right now? And Vessel. I think I have my 3 Vessel, so I don't think I need that one. Alright, last one. Oh, I don't think we did it. I don't think we pulled an ulti today. Dark Samorg. Resonance. I know I have my 3 of those already. Junk Synchron. While face up on the field, this card is also wind. If this card is in your hand, you can banish a dark and 1 wind monster from your graveyard. Special summon this card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish dark from your hand. Special summon this card. Your opponent cannot set cards. So, you can bring out Dark Simorgh, and then your opponent cannot put cards on, like spell and traps, because they wouldn't be able to set the cards. That's pretty nuts. Does Simorgh bring this out? Or does it have to be a wind? Let's see. During the end phase, you can target one winged... Wait. You can special summon 1 winged beast monster from your hand or deck. Huh. I could actually run Dark Simorgh and bring... Then they wouldn't even be able to set cards either. Wow, man, that's a thought. That's a nice tech choice right there. I don't know. Thoughts on that one? Make your opponent unable to set cards. That'd be pretty nuts. Alright, well, we're gonna get out of here. So, thanks for coming. I hope if you're not subscribed, maybe you will be. Been at this channel for like, I don't know, almost damn near 2 years, right? I think we're coming up on it. I forget when I started. Maybe it's 1.5 years. Oh, it is 1.5 years. Not even. Oh my god, I lost my mind. I'm out of here. Peace. Thanks.